disclaimer, if you want to hear an awesome theory about these islands, and I'm going to talk more about it later in this video, but if you want to see something incredible, go over to Birdkeeper Toby channel. He's a PokeTuber, and he knows his crap. He knows exactly what he's talking about. I'm trying my best not to swear, I'm sorry. But he knows it, and he has done a video with Spectre, another PokeTuber, and they've come up with this amazing theory about the Guardians and the 4 islands, and so on and so forth. And I think they're really onto something. At this point, I think it's pretty well confirmed. I really do think so. But anyway, before we go into that, so we found out the 4 islands. Looks like we're starting on Mele Island, which is the yellow island. Mele is Hawaiian for yellow. And it kind of shows up everywhere. Tapu Koko is yellow. Hala's coat is yellow. We now found out he's a big Hakuna? No, Hakuna Matata. Kahuna, like, you know, big kahunas like mob bosses. But anyway, yeah, his big coat is yellow, and we found out he's the big kahuna. I will get it right, I will get it. I promise you, I will learn kahunas. Look at my kahunas! How did I get onto balls? Anyway, brilliant. Anyway, and everything is yellow, so it kind of makes sense, which means the other ones are going to be other colours, which means other typings. And this is where I bring up my first point, Oricorio, the 4 birds, one, well, the same bird, but one for each island. The 4 types, electric, Mele, which is yellow, fire, red, pink, psychic, and purple, ghost. Go and watch the video, seriously go watch Birdkeeper Toby and Spectre's video. It makes so much more sense now. But I really think they want to go, and they talk about the gods and how Tapu Koko and the other totem Pokemon work, and it's fantastic. Go and see that video. But for now, we have the 4 Oricorios. We have the Baile one, which coming from living in Spain, I know exactly what it is. But it's obviously based off the flamenco dancers, who flamenco is known as the hot passion dance. It is the passion of fire and amazing heat, and that is what flamenco is, and it's very clearly based off flamenco dance, which makes sense why it's a fire type. Then we got the American pom-pom cheerleader for Mele, which kind of makes sense with the pom-poms making down electricity. It makes sense. I can dig that. I'm down with that. I dig it. That's cool. And then we go for the howl dancers, also based off the hula dancer. I don't really get that. Is why it's psychic. I can't see the connection there, but I like it. It's pretty cool. I can dig it. And then we got the Setsu, or the Sensu. I forgot if there's an N in there or not. I'm going to call it Sensu anyway. Sensu Bean! Anyway. Well, not a Team 4 style. We go with Sensu, which is based off the kimono dancers with the fans. And they seem, I don't know a lot about Japanese culture, only what I've seen on TV shows and anime and such. But what obviously based off kimono dancer, and they always seem very spiritual, very connected to the spirit, so it kind of makes sense for it to be a ghost type. And I get that, and that's great. But to see more for these typings, seriously go check out that video. I cannot express how amazing enough, how much work they put into that video, and how much sense it actually really does make. But apart from that, more in the video, you see the new Pokemon, other than Oricorio. You got Mudberry. I was never big, you know, everyone saw Mudsdale, and they looked at it and thought, it's amazing, hot Pokemon, I love it, it's great. And it's a pretty cool Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. In the words of Will.i.am, it's dope. No, terrible. But no, it's a pretty cool Pokemon, but I was never, like, massive on it. I didn't just instantly see Mudberry and went, gotta have this Pokemon, love this Pokemon, it's amazing. I was more a fan of Vikavolt. Really, Vikavolt was awesome. I loved Vikavolt. It's gonna be on my team. I promise you that. First playthrough of Pokemon Moon, Vikavolt. Vikavolt and Rowlet, so far that's all I've got. Maybe Salandit, depending on if it evolves or not. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be a typical, you know, your gimmicky Pokemon with its typing and its ability. But I might use it, I might not. But anyway, I was never a huge outlandish fan of Mudsdale. I thought it was pretty cool, but you know, it's alright. Nothing amazing. And then Mudbray came out. I thought, oh, that makes sense. Mudsdale does look like the second kind of evolution. But away from that, there are... Gosh, trying to think of a... Oh god, what do we have a Pokemon revealed? I generally can't think of any. So I'm just going to go forward with the Alola forms. Alola forms, oh god, I love these, I love these, I love these, I love these. Why? Why do I love these? Let me tell you why, because ever since the 5th generation, there's been something that has annoyed me a little. Just a little. Not enough for me to go absolutely rage and quit Pokemon, no, but it's annoyed me just a smidge. Just a little squidgy smidge. Regions. The first 4 regions are based on Japan. Or based on regions in Japan, which is fine. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh. That's great. Pokemon all in those regions all seem to evolve similarly. And that's great, because, you know, they're relatively close. But when you take Unova and Kalos, regions that are very far away from these regions based on Japan. A region based on America and New York City, etc., etc. At start off with Pokemon Black and White, you see there's actually no other regional Pokemon. There is literally solely just the ones from Unova. And that's great, I like that. You know, it's a new region, not many people go to it. It's all it's got is Unova Pokemon. And that's grand, I like that. I completely agree with that, that's fine with me. But, you see, when the sequels came out, Black and White 2, you saw that some Pokemon within the 2-year gap had emigrated to Unova, but they didn't change. Which kind of annoyed me because from a scientific point of view, they should have done. They should have adapted differently to their climate. They didn't, they were exactly the same. I know they're just, you know, same old crap, these Pokemon go here, you know, it's just the same old Pokemon, just a different region. But technically it's in a different climate. They should have evolved differently. They should have. And they didn't. And it pisses me off. Because, I mean, you take a Pikachu from Kalos. Just take a Pikachu from Kalos. You can find one in Kalos. In the first forest you walk into, Pikachu's right there. Have you got it? Can you imagine a Pikachu in my hand? Can you see it? Isn't it lovely? No? Imagination. It's a wonderful thing. Take a Pikachu from Kalos, take a Pikachu from Kanto. What is the difference? Nothing. There is no difference between the two. And it pisses me off, because Kalos is a faraway region which is very clearly different to the likes of Kanto. And yet, they're the same. They're exactly the same. Pikachu should have evolved in Kalos differently. Maybe to be a bit fluffier. Maybe to be less fluffier. Maybe to be a bit skinnier, maybe be a bit fatter, maybe be a bit taller, or a different colour, something. It's a completely different environment, a completely different ecosystem, and it's exactly the same. This is what I love about the Alola forms. I know I've ranted on a bit about this now, but I'm just getting straight to the point. I love the fact that they have thrived in a new environment. I love the fact that Exeggutor's gone from a coconut tree to a massive palm tree. Really trying my best not to swear. I love the fact that Sandslash and Sandshrew have turned into ice Pokemon. I love Sandslash's like grip claws. They're awesome. They've gone from normal sort of claws to like pickaxes that you use to climb up snowy mountains. I love that. I think it's awesome what they're doing. Ninetales looks so beautiful, so does Vulpix, and I love the fact they've literally just gone polar opposites from fire to ice. I love that. I thought it was great. Obviously, there's going to be more Alola forms. You can't just expect they're all out. But what I want to know is it just going to be Gen 1? I hope not, because I think, again, you're playing too much, trying to change what is too old. But if you just do what they did with Mega Evolutions and just take a few things, take a few Pokemon from a few different regions, and use that. Because obviously Alola is completely different to the rest of the regions. Hawaii is such a completely different ecosystem from America, Japan, and France. And I just think it'd be a great opportunity to do a lot of things with a lot of Pokemon that people love, but they haven't really had a lot of love given to them. Like Tropius. Tropius needs an Alola form. It needs it. It's a giant tropical banana tree. It needs it. Give it the dragon typing that you gave Executor. It needs to be a grass dragon. It needs it. Do it, Game Freak. Do it. Anyway, talking about Mega Evolutions, I strongly believe they're not going to be in Sun and Moon. I won't call it a Gen 6 exclusive, because if they do, I'm about 50% sure, 55% sure they will do some Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes after Sun and Moon. I think it's going to happen. I think at some point, maybe not now, maybe after Gen 8, possibly, but they're going to do it. They are going to do it. They're going to do Diamond and Pearl remakes at some point to bring it up to the 3D time, what we're doing with Pokemon at the moment with the 3D. And they're not just going to completely disband gyms. They're going to want you to go back to a game that has gyms and relive that nostalgia. And what they're going to do with it, Diamond and Pearl. And what do you think they're going to bring back? Mega Evolutions. I can see it. They took out Mega Evolutions because yes, it made for a new game mechanic for battling, but it was a little bit broken. It made a lot of things unfair. It just made a lot of things just terrible. Quick cut, but my phone ran out of battery and just had to recharge it. It's literally on 7% battery now. It's still attached to the charger, and I'll literally just be a couple of seconds. But just to finish off the video, no Mega Evolutions. I'm assuming not. I'm guessing not. I'm hoping not, because honestly, I like the Mega Evolutions, but I thought they were unnecessary to the game. They were cool, but I found them unnecessary. I really did find them unnecessary. But the Z moves, I love the idea of the Z moves, one for each typing. Can't wait to see what the other typings are. It looks epic. And I could be wrong on this, but it looks like there aren't going to be any HMs, and I can't wait for the next update. I think so. The 12th could be, possibly, not sure. Just a quick recap. Sunday or Monday, depending on how busy I am, I will be uploading my weekly vlog. I'm going to do it every week because 1 or 2 days, there's just not enough happens in 1 or 2 days, so a week is fine. I'm going to go for a week. Whether you want to see what happens in my weekly life, it's completely up to you. You know, there's not always grand time, but it could be. It could be. It might be something you really enjoy. And I know I keep looking to the left, but that's just literally, I don't know why. It's just my head keeps doing that. And that's the right, not the left. My brain isn't working. I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, I have been Duke the Iron Ghost, or the Great Iron Ghost, depending on where you know me from. This has been our Talk Pokemon Sun and Moon talk. I can't wait to talk more Sun and Moon. Hopefully be doing some more future videos. And if you have any suggestions, put them in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a like. Go and watch Birdkeeper Toby Infector's video on the islands. It's great, and you give you so much more information. It will really make you think. It will blow your mind. It will. I promise you. It will. It's all been great. It's all been fun. Subscribe if you like this channel. I'll do some more videos. And see you later.